Some mirrors reflect the surface. Some mirrors are for seeing beneath it. This is a dark mirror reading, inspired by the black mirror tradition. Unlike a traditional mirror, its dark surface doesn't reflect the physical world clearly. Instead, it becomes a canvas for the mind's eye, something to be gazed into, not looked at. It shows what rises from within. Used in silence and shadow, it helps bring forth symbols, impressions, and visions, shaped by the viewer's own consciousness. What we're doing here is different. This is a pick-a-card reading, where the visions come not from the glass or from your mind, but from the archetypes of the cards. Symbols you can see, interpret, and reflect on with me. You are not gazing alone, you are co-creating with me. We'll use this mirror in 3 ways. First, as a doorway, not for spirits, but for symbolical energies and archetypical guidance. Second, as a tool for shadow work, to reveal something hidden underneath. And third, as a divinatory tool, to reveal glimpses of possible futures. In my birth chart, I have Mercury conjunct Pluto in the 5th house. This aspect brings depth, intensity, and investigative power to the mind and communication. It gives me the gift of diving into the shadows, naming what has been hidden, and having words that can transform and provoke. I've also been blessed to walk in the darkness without losing my light. Today, I'll use that gift for you. This reading isn't meant to soothe you into comfort, but it's not meant to shock you, shame you, or scare you either. It's meant to awaken you to yourself so that you can reflect, learn, transform, and heal. If you are ready to look into the dark mirror, let's begin. Before you, 3 cards rest, each one an image, an archetype, a goddess, a symbol of energy. With each card, you'll find a key. It's a trinket to help you choose, but also keys unlock things. This is a key to your inner chambers, to what has been hidden from you. Let me introduce the cards to you. Fire in her hands, Pele burns through illusions and awakens transformation. Accompanying the card is a small silver heart key, where a larger heart embraces a smaller one. Hekate, guardian of witches and keeper of thresholds, waits behind the mirror. Accompanying the card is a small antique brass key, its intricate design hinting at hidden doors and ancient mysteries. Fortuna is wise but fickle, a goddess of luck, abundance, and turning points. She reveals what is rising, arriving, or slipping from reach. Accompanying the card is a small golden key, ornate and radiant, symbolizing openings of faith and fortune's turning. Study the cards. Feel which one draws you. Choose not with your mind, but with your resonance. This is a collective reading. Take only what resonates with you. And this is optional, but I'll tell it to you in case you'd like to take it into account. You may benefit from having pen and paper around. This reading is somewhat interactive, so they may come in handy. The link to your reading waits in the description. The mirror shows many things. Things that are, things that were, and things that have not yet come to pass. This now becomes the surface of our black mirror. Let's take a moment to ground. Breathe in deeply and let it go. Let your thoughts settle. Come fully into the present, into your heart space. And from that grounding, let the reading begin. Pele is the goddess that watches over the group number 1. This mirror is held in the hands of Pele, goddess of transformation, fire, and fierce clarity. Let's see what other goddesses want to come and bless us and guide us and protect us during this journey. I will start by goddess cards. May the goddesses who wish to speak find their way into the reading. The mirror may reveal a goddess who walks with you now, not as a myth, but as an archetype. She may appear to reflect your current path, to awake your hidden strength, to protect what is sacred, or to call something forth that is ready to rise. Which goddess now stands beside you, offering her presence, protection, or power? Who comes to guide my next steps? The first divine being to appear in your mirror is Inara, Hittite goddess of trickery. She blesses you with the power to see through flattery, fear-mongering, false promises, and charm that hides deceit, so you may pierce illusion and recognize truth. She advises you towards caution. What blessing or lesson does the next goddess bring to my life at this threshold? Medea. Deception. Medea appears in the mirror. Skilled in sorcery and the healing arts, she offers the power to help you. She is a fierce ally and a cunning guide, but she is stern and asks first for honesty, especially for yourself. What blessing or lesson does the third goddess bring into my life at this threshold? Kali, goddess of endings, steps forward now. In harmony with Pele, she reminds you that endings are an inseparable part of transformation. She is here to guide you through what must be released so that you may begin anew. She is the personification of the decisive energy that is needed to arrive to the decision that things need to be ended. Now we enter the second aspect of the mirror, shadow work. Discernment, psychic boundaries, unconscious material. These cards reflect what's been buried, avoided, or left unspoken. In the classic Black Mirror tradition, unexpected things may rise to the surface. some unfamiliar, unsettling, or challenging at first glance. So take only what resonates and let the rest return to the mists upon the mirror's surface. If something stirs you during the reading, pause. And if you feel it's too heavy, skip forward or return some other day when you're ready. Respect your inner knowing. With those words, when you're ready, we will continue. What fear or pattern has silently shaped my path? Perchance to dream appears. This vision holds a question. What are you seeking to escape? Into sleep, into forgetting? If I rest long enough, perhaps the pain will fade. But this pattern of escape, of not looking, not seeing, not feeling, though soothing, may only deepen the burden you carry, and it does not remove the source of pain. What fear are you dreaming away? And what might awaken if you dared to see? What wants to be named? The child I was meant to be. The child I was meant to be appears, an invitation to return, not to fear or pain, but to the innocence and hope that still lives within you. To move forward, sometimes you must look back to heal old wounds with fresh light, to hold ourselves like we should have been held as a child. Like the plant she holds, this is a message of growth, renewal, and promise. What darkness holds a hidden key? Envious gluttony appears from the depths of the mirror, a restless hunger whispering, "It is never enough." It dwells in the shadow, urging you to seek more, approval, love, or validation. Yet no achievement or acceptance ever feels complete, leaving you feeling empty and ashamed. This darkness holds a hidden key, an invitation to recognize where comparison and craving have built walls around your heart. It calls you to begin the gentle work of softening these barriers with the truth that you do not need to perform for acceptance. No one is perfect, and neither are you. Yet you are lovable exactly as you are right now. Now the dark mirror becomes a divinatory tool, guiding us to scry and find signs at the edge of the unknown. With Pele's fierce flame, the mirror becomes a volcanic cauldron for your scrying. We look for sparks and glimpses of future, ready to be forged. What is approaching that I need to prepare for? We'll ask for more guidance for that. An event is coming soon that will teach you a lesson in respect through regret. Prepare with humility, patience, and a gentle heart, allowing the wisdom of the experience to unfold. What unseen influence is shaping what comes next? An event is approaching in the material world, a laborious task or challenge. Though the burden may feel heavy, your clear judgment and wisdom will guide you through. What vision am I being asked to have? The mirror offers a spiritual message, not one I read to you, but one you conjure yourself. You may use pen and paper to note what arises, or simply do it in your mind. The idea is to pause and listen with an open heart and trust the subtle whispers that come. Symbols, feelings, or insight may appear unexpectedly, each a personal guide meant just for you. You can pause the video here to receive your message and continue when you are ready. Let's journey onward. What outcome is arriving through me?
I feel like also drawing an oracle card. So let's do that too.
A topic connected to repression may lead you toward isolation or withdrawal, but in this quiet space, you have the chance to discover your own inner light or insights.
And finally, let us use the black mirror as a doorway.
Next, the dark mirror shifts once more. These cards do more than reflect. They invite you forward. They open paths, but only if you choose to walk them.
What invitation is being opened to me?
You are invited to step through the doorway of learning, to embrace new knowledge, deepen your understanding, and grow through the lessons that life offers. This path calls you to be curious, open, and ready to expand. What theme or energy should I pay more attention to? Doorway of courage. Some ways open only through bravery.
What theme or passage is taking shape ahead?
The path ahead is shaped by the energy of protection, a time to set boundaries, guard your well-being, and create a safe space for growth and healing. There is also a way through the following times where you are well protected. There is an open doorway to a sanctuary. What am I being asked to surrender in order to pass through this gate? To pass through this gate, you are asked to surrender certainty, to embrace the unknown and trust in the mystery of the journey ahead. This reading invited you to welcome transformation, honesty, and endings as essential parts of your path to growth. It gently encouraged you to explore shadow work, and finally, it guided you to prepare for a new lesson ahead with patience, courage, and an open heart toward the unknown. You've done some heavy lifting today, so treat yourself with kindness and grounding for the rest of the day. Good, grounding, warm food, softness, fun things, rest if you have the chance to do so. You've deserved them.
We humbly thank for goddesses for being present and for all the messages, guidance and protection we've received. This part of the reading is now complete.
Now, this becomes the surface of our black mirror. Let's take a moment to arrive here. Breathe in and exhale slowly. Let the noise of the day fall away. Center yourself in the heart space. From this grounded space, we begin. This mirror is held in the hands of Hekate, goddess of thresholds, protection, and hidden knowledge. Hekate is a goddess of choices, but also of protection. Her theme is not comfort, but clarity. If you are ready to see, she will light your path. May the mirror open under the watchful eye of she who stands at the threshold.
Under the watchful eye of Hekate, we will now call forth 3 more goddesses to guide and help you.
Who now appears, walking beside me through shadowed terrain? Setna appears in the mirror, an outcast goddess with Inuit origin. Goddess of the sea, born from betrayal of her own people and transformed through pain. She walks beside you now, reminding you, even when cast aside, even when broken, you remain sacred. Her guidance is fierce. Release those who harm you. You are not alone in the depths. She is here, she is with you, and she will teach you how to survive. What power or presence is teaching me now? Nemetona appears in the mirror, her hermit's lantern casting a calming reflection. Goddess of sacred groves and sanctuary, she teaches the wisdom of tranquil spaces where healing takes place and you are safe. Together with Hekate, she lights your steps on the path ahead. Which goddess now would like to bestow a blessing upon me? Maeve appears in the mirror, a warrior goddess from Irish legacy, queen of sovereignty, ruler of her own story. She blesses you with the strength to say, "You cannot treat me like this." Her gift is a fierce self-respect and the voice to defend it. Let her determination steady both your stance and your words.
Those were some powerful messages. We will now look into the dark mirror, but from a different angle. Sometimes from the dark mirror you'll see things that you didn't expect.
This part of the reading reflects a feature of the black mirror. It may reveal unsettling visions, unexpected faces, or images that feel disturbing. This part of the reading may reflect things that are difficult to hold. These cards speak in symbols. They may show what is true, or what you fear to be true, or what is false. They may echo an inner voice, or challenge it. So, approach this part of the journey with gentleness. Take only what resonates. Let the rest of the visions return to the mist on the glass. If something stirs you, sit with it. And if it feels too heavy altogether, feel free to skip forward or return in some other day. When you're ready, we'll continue. What energy or belief no longer has a permission to follow me forward? The bride in a cage appears, a symbol of silent endurance, dressed in hope. This is the false statement that the ghostly image states. I can endure hell today just to earn a better tomorrow. The belief that suffering must come first, that joy must be postponed, that your needs can wait. This no longer has permission to follow you. The lock was never real. Now it is time to gently step out of the cage, to honor your worth and allow yourself the grace to embrace joy and care in the present moment.
I think that this card speaks about a fear that somebody owns you. You cannot be owned. You belong to yourself, always. What have I lost power that I must now reclaim? Your card is Gilded Regret. Regret is a huge drain on self that needs to be released.
I can't be happy, not really, not until I'm rich. But the mirror shows the lie in that longing. Happiness isn't a prize handed out with fortune. It's a seed already in your hands, waiting for you to plant it. Fortuna smiles, not just on the wealthy, but on the willing. What must be cleared or banished from my path? Obsession appears in the mirror, burning too brightly, casting every other light into shadow. It whispers that nothing else matters, that this one desire, fear or fixation must be chased at all costs. But that is the lie. There is something else. There is always something else. What must be cleared now is the belief that only one outcome, one person, one idea can give your life meaning. Let the others step back into the light. The messages have been given. Let them settle in peace. Now the mirror shifts once more.
Next, we will look at the scrying mirror.
We now turn the mirror into a divinatory tool, seeking symbols, insights, and emerging possibilities that echo from the edge of the unknowable. With the next card, we seek right timing, soul alignment, psychic messages, and guidance. With Hekate's presence felt, the mirror becomes a compass. Here we look for signs and thresholds, reflections of what may come, glimpses of the possible future.
What decision or path is quietly forming beneath the surface? Karmic relationships.
This message draws your attention to the relationships in your life and the karmic choices you are making within them. The dark mirror suggests that those bonds may soon take a center stage, in a loving way or in a challenging way, forming a path ripening into a decision in the time ahead. What you choose, whether to deepen, cherish, build, understand, or release, will shape what comes next. What signs or instincts am I being asked to trust? The mirror offers a free message.
Now this is something different. The card of free message is not something that I will read to you. It is something that you will read yourself. The idea is that you pause for a minute, meditate, calm your mind, and you start following and searching cues of your imagination, your mind's eye, your third eye. And from there, you will have a message for this moment, just for you. Should you wish, you can write this message down with the pen and paper I mentioned at the beginning. You may pause the video now and let it roll again when you feel that you've received the message. Let's continue the reading. What is aligning now that I may not yet understand? What you seek is not beyond your reach. It is already forming where patience, clarity, and devotion meet.
I have just one more question for the magic mirror to scry for the future. What do I need to know in order to step forward with clarity and protection? Anger, but I will pull an explanatory tarot card for it.
Your foundation grows stronger when your anger is honored, not buried. Let it clarify your boundaries so that you can step forward with both joy and protection.
Next, we'll open the mirror as a doorway.
The dark mirror shifts again, becoming a doorway. These cards don't just reflect, they invite. They open paths if you choose to walk them. What threshold am I being invited to approach?
You got door of intuition. It speaks about insight, perception, awareness, premonition, and instinct. So this is what you have been invited to approach.
The door of intuition. This is the threshold of inner knowing, a door that opens only when you trust yourself enough to walk through without proof your intuition as a guide. I approach a doorway. What's on the other side? This is a doorway of patience. Beyond this threshold lies the long path. Not empty delay, but a sacred walk, where resilience becomes strength and time becomes ally. What doorway should I seek to walk through?
You received the door of visions. This is for foresight, revelation, prophecy, sight, senses, and apparition.
Walk through the doorway of visions, but do not follow blindly. Trust what you see with the eyes behind your eyes. Interpret it with care and reflection, and then let the inner knowing be your compass.
Then we look at the last doorway and the last card of this reading.
What doorway is opening up for me? The mirror reveals an egg, still unhatched, full of promise.
Creativity.
This is the doorway of creation. If you step through it, something beautiful is waiting to be born through you. This reading invited you to enter the protective presence of Hekate and her guiding goddesses, Sedna, Nemetona, and Maeve, who brought messages of survival, sanctuary, and fierce self-respect. You were encouraged to explore shadow work with gentleness, discerning what no longer serves and reclaiming your power from limiting beliefs and false endurance. Finally, the dark mirror shifted to divination, revealing karmic relationships, inner guidance, and emerging opportunities. You were invited to walk through the doorways of knowing, patience, vision, and creation with clear intent. This has been a deep reading. After work like this, be gentle with yourself. Nourish your body with warm food, ground your energy, and surround yourself with softness and lightness. These simple acts help balance intense inner work, bring you back to the present, and most importantly, you deserve this care.
Thank you for the goddesses that walked beside us, and to the mirror that showed us what was hidden. Thank you for the guides and for the protection that we received. This part of the reading is now complete.
Now, this becomes the surface of our dark mirror. Let's take a moment to ground. Inhale and release. Let your presence soften. Come into stillness, to a heart space with your mind open to possibility. And from this readiness, let the reading begin. This mirror is held in the hands of Fortuna.
May Lady Fortuna guide this mirror.
Letting what is right to be seen, what is fading to be released, and what is calling to be heard. We will start by calling goddesses to watch over our path. Any goddess may arrive now as a weaver of signs, a keeper of intuition, or as an archetype for us to learn and reflect.
What goddess energy now enters, not to command, but to illuminate?
The image of Hekate enters the mirror. She is a fierce Norse warrior goddess and a giant, connected to mountains and bow hunting. She brings the energy of compensation and protection, especially for women and those who have endured hardship and injustice. Her presence affirms your struggles, the winters you've weathered, and signals a time of justice and healing. Hekate stands as the fierce protector of the underdog, illuminating you with your own strength and bringing you courage as you continue to gaze into the dark mirror. Who of the goddesses is approaching me with the message now? The image of Gaia appears in the mirror. She is the primordial Earth Mother, deeply connected to nature and the cycles of life. She brings a message of creation and grounding, inviting you to align with the natural rhythms that sustain and nurture. This is a time to root yourself in the steady flow of life, honoring your connection to the earth and trusting the process of growth. The rich golden background reminds you, not all riches are gold or gems. Fortune also lives in the richness of wildlife diversity, in clean air and pure water, pristine nature, riches often cherished, only once lost. Who wishes to bless me Aradia, queen of witches, appears in the mirror, embodying the spirit of the oppressed and marginalized, offering strength, protection, and empowerment. She blesses you now with the power to stand strong against jealousy, criticism, and harsh words. Her gift is protection, shielding you from the opinion of others, urging you to honor and respect your own unique magic and mystery. Stand tall. Your light is not to be dimmed. Next, we will gaze into the mirror of the shadow work. These cards illuminate what has been hidden, overlooked, or left unspoken, offering insights your subconscious is ready to reveal when invited. Approach them with gentle heart space, allowing them to teach and heal. In the tradition of the Black Mirror, unexpected visions may arise, some unfamiliar, perhaps unsettling or difficult at first. Remember, not every reflection is meant for you. Receive only what resonates. Let the rest drift back into the twirling smoke upon the glass. If a message stirs your heart, pause to reflect, and if it feels overwhelming, you may skip forward or return to this later. With these words of preparation, we will continue. Perhaps these cards will resonate, perhaps not. Perhaps they will speak the truth, perhaps they will speak lies. But even within the deepest lie, there might be a grain of truth. Let's see what message the dark mirror has for you. What fear or fixation distorts how I see my future? The artificial heart appears, represented by a female android, reflecting a real and profound fear, living life without the ability to truly feel. It's the fear of emotional numbness, a heart closed off from love, empathy, and presence. What if you love someone who cannot love you back? What if your own heart feels shut down, missing the vibrant colors of life? Like a robot with an artificial heart, unable to feel even if it wanted to. This fear may be about yourself or someone close, a life experienced more through the mind than through the heart. Whatever the cause, healing begins with compassion. Compassion for yourself, for others, and for the many ways connection and feeling can manifest. Sometimes this includes accepting that others experience emotions differently. It's a part of life's rich diversity. Some emotional barriers may soften with time, patience, or care, and sometimes the colors return when healing unfolds. If you find yourself loving someone who doesn't love you back, remember that honoring your own boundaries, practicing self-care, and embracing acceptance are acts of profound self-love. Sometimes this path leads to creating space, moving forward separately in order to nurture your soul's growth. What part of me is stuck in a cycle that no longer serves? The sacrifice appears, represented by female knight in armor. It no longer serves you to sacrifice yourself for others. This card reveals the part of you trapped in a cycle of giving too much, where self-worth is measured by acts of servitude and self-sacrifice. Like a knight gripping a blade, ready to die for a cause, this pattern asks, are you sacrificing yourself beyond what is healthy? The mirror invites you to face this cycle and ask, what voice inside you say, I can endure anything as long as it is for this noble cause? Is this true, and is it healthy? Self-care is not selfish, but a spiritual practice, a necessary replenishment so you can continue to shine your light without burning out. Facing these patterns requires courage, and each step you take towards honoring yourself is a sacred act of healing. What shadow have I projected to the future, and is it mine to carry? Calling the storm appears. A female shaman summoning a storm, stirring dark skies and swirling leaves. This card reflects the fear of staying small, keeping quiet and suppressing your truth to avoid conflict. But holding back drains your energy and clouds your path. Speaking your truth is not drama. It's a sacred act of service, a necessary storm to clear the air and bring renewal. The mirror asks, is this fear yours to carry? Or is it time to summon your storm, clear what no longer serves, and reclaim your power? What would happen if you simply spoke your truth with dignity? Is it time to summon the storm? It invites renewal, bringing fresh energy and clarity. Trust that speaking your truth and letting the storm rise is an act of love for yourself, for others, and for the path ahead. Next, we will look at the mirror as a divinatory tool. In this final stage, the mirror becomes oracular, offering not fixed future, but a symbolic messages to spark insights. We might see glimpses, guides, and symbolic possibilities. What message is waiting for me? Happiness. I will draw another card for clarification. Source. The mirror reveals a message of happiness, an invitation to discover your true source of joy, whether it flows from divine origin, your higher self, or the moments in your life. This happiness is a wellspring available to you. Allow yourself to connect deeply to this source and let its light nourish your spirit and guide your path forward. What guidance is arriving from the future? A new beginning, both in material realm and in energy, bringing period of clarity, warmth, vision, and unity. As for guidance, it reads, ground yourself in tangible steps, the Age of Pentacles, while igniting your passions and creative fire, Ace of Wands. Allow clarity, joy, and optimism to light your way. The sun, knowing that these efforts bring a sense of completion, balance, and fulfillment. The world. Ground yourself in practical, tangible steps while igniting your passions and creative fire. Allow clarity, joy, and optimism to light your way, knowing that these efforts will bring a sense of completion, balance, and fulfillment. What vision or calling am I being called to?
Physical pain. Let's draw another card for that. Two. The devil. And Eight of Pentacles, the Weaver. Now it's starting to be clear.
You are being called to a vision of healing and liberation through patience and awareness. The physical pain card reveals areas of discomfort and struggle that need your attention. Signals from your body and spirit urging care. The Eight of Pentacles, the Weaver, shows that this healing requires patience and steady nurturing. Growth takes time, and your efforts are planting seeds for future well-being. The Devil highlights attachments and limiting patterns that may be causing or intensifying your pain, inviting you to recognize and release what binds or harms you. Together, these cards call you to patiently tend your healing journey while courageously freeing yourself from what holds you back. Let's ask more about the healing. What gentle healing is beginning to find its way to me?
Burden of tears. I will ask gently more about this topic. Calm.
From the weight of sorrow and burden, a calm begins to rise. The tears you have carried are not in vain. They cleanse and release old pain. Now a gentle peace seeks you, a place of restoration. This is the healing that grows in an aftermath of hardship, a calm refuge where your spirit can breathe and begin anew.
At this final stage, the magical mirror becomes a doorway. Let's see where the magical mirror is opening the doorway to.
What doorway is opening to me? A doorway of patience is opening before you. This path invites you to slow down and trust the timing of your journey. Through steady endurance and perseverance, you are called to nurture growth with care and persistence. Patience is the key that unlocks lasting transformation, allowing things to happen in its own perfect timing.
What doorway am I ready to step through even if I feel uncertain? And maybe also we got balance and
discovery.
You are ready to step into a doorways of balance and discovery. The door of discovery opens through inquiry and curiosity, inviting you to embark on a journey of exploration. Through this door, new insights and growth await, even if new things can sometimes make us feel a bit uncertain. A doorway of balance calls you to invite calm into your life, to balance work with peace and restoration, rough patches with joy and ease, period of advancing with period of rest.
What future would you like to show me through the doorway? Oh, love.
A doorway of love. The mirror opens as a doorway and shows you a future illuminated by love, where connection, compassion, and heartfelt joy guide your path. This doorway invites you to open your heart, to receive and give love freely, and to nurture relationships that enrich your soul. This reading brought Fortuna's guidance alongside Skadi, Gaia, and Aradia, offering protection, grounding, and empowerment. You were invited to face shadow work with courage and compassion, uncover hidden fears, and speak your truth to clear your path. Finally, the mirror opened a doorway to new things, healing, balance, and love, encouraging patience, curiosity, and openness on your journey ahead.
The mirror has offered its vision, not of what will be, but of what is stirring in the unseen. Take with you what speaks and let the rest fade like mist. Thank you for the goddesses that watched over us, guided us, and protected us. Thank you for the messages that we've received, and thank you for the guidance and glimpses from the future. Thank you for stepping through the mirror with me. It is now time to return. May what you've glimpsed continue to unfold in the best possible way for you. If the theme of Black Mirror resonated with you, there's plenty of wisdom to explore. If you are curious about black mirrors, you don't need an obsidian mirror to begin. Even a turned down phone screen can become a doorway for your mind's eye.
Parts of this reading may have felt challenging, so be especially gentle with yourself today. Nourish your body with wholesome, hearty food. Take a bath or a shower, or ground yourself in other ways that feel right to you. Surround yourself with kindness and softness if you feel called. You have truly earned this care.
The mirror is now locked. The working is closed. So it is done, and so shall it be.